Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of Ori and the Blind Forest. We made a lot of progress in the last episode, particularly around the extension of the life bar. I'd gone into the episode sort of wondering to myself, have I overlooked a whole bunch of upgrades? And the answer was yes, but with the proper skill tree unlocks, we were able to circle back and find out a bunch of them and increase the health bar by like over 50%, I think. It felt really good. So we'll see if that is helpful moving forward. Just setting up a couple quick things on this end, and we are ready to jump back in. 72% done. Now, if you're watching this at some point in the future, we're recording this on New Year's Eve 2022, the last day before 2023. Just for clarity, I don't know why I feel the need to clarify that. And there's not really a tradition, but something that I've done in the last couple New Year's Eves, I feel like, to wrap up a running playthrough. And my hope had been, I knew that this game was a little bit on the shorter side. What I'm saying is that if possible... Right, this was all portals. I was like, how on earth? But we do see actually there is one space right there that I didn't do. But we're not going to go to the Jinso tree. We're going to instead go... Okay. Yes. Go over to the left here and see if we can get into Hollow Grove. Allegedly, we have the material that we need. Hello to Jägermeister! Jägermeister, I had a chance to check out your... Oh, okay. Oxygen not included? Okay, hold on. Off to a fantastic start. Your oxygen not included stream, and I saw that you were using the mod so that all of the dupes are entered in with the extremely flatulent option. Right, okay, I do know what to do with these. Which, if anybody is not familiar with oxygen not included, there's a mod that... There's a particular... Oh, I'm just super dead. Yeah. There's a trait that your dupes can have where they produce a not insignificant amount of natural gas just for being alive, and there's a mod that makes it so that all of the dupes have that particular trait. So... Okay, not yet sure what to do about this. And hello to Jab! Jab, I hope that you, and this goes for you too, Jägermeister, I hope that you guys have a really, really nice New Year's and hopefully a safe and wonderful entry into the... Let's just see if we can do this off the jump. Into the new year. I don't know that I want to do that every single time, so let's just save it. That's about as well as that's ever gonna go. Wait, I go up. And that's too low. Okay. The natural gas is being more of a challenge than I anticipated. Well, I can imagine. Like, the dupes in your game now are... Okay, but yep, need to do that. Are now producing carbon dioxide, which they always produce, and... natural gas, both of which are going to sink and push your oxygen up and make it increasingly difficult to shoot. Hold on, this. To get access to oxygen, sorry. I love it as an idea. It seems like a fun challenge for people who are much better at ONI than I am. In my ONI colony, I have... Let's just save it again. Reach the point that I tend to reach in ONI, which is I have sufficient food, I have sufficient power, I actually probably have somewhat more power than I'm prepared to deal with, and what I'm dealing now with is temperature. I can think in my head of a few different ways to try to deal with the steadily but slowly rising temperature. Hold on. Okay, is that decision happening right here? Jab is saying New Year's Day is his big backup day. This appears to be where I'm supposed to go. Oh. I feel like that's the first one where there was like an up platform that we had to reach. Nibble's source of warmth. All its glory has burned. Let's be careful. Many of those that entered this place have never returned. The element of warmth is really, is it close? How can you tell? But the mountain, I've never seen it this way. We've come so far, so much has been lost. You can't give up now, we must enter the fray. Okay, yeah, just... Okay, that's not a great start. Okay, this... Okay, just... Yes, okay, so what's the rule on this? Is it just like hot coals? Okay, so as long as you don't stand on it for... I didn't realize that. Sorry, everybody. As long as we... So, Jab will be running backups on everything. It's good to have a known point to start with if something happens. Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, January 1st. Okay, but I can't actually go this way because of that. We can try to go up further, maybe? It doesn't seem super likely, but maybe. Okay, that did work. Oh, and this is still... maybe this way. Is that... Yeah, okay. So, it turns out that in the Mount Doom, there's very few places to stand that you can be for more than a split second. So, we're gonna have to sort of figure out where I'm meant to go. Okay, that doesn't feel safe. Like, if you look there, it's just all fire problems. Yep, exactly like that. Okay, just hop over here. Okay, here is a place that is safe to stand. Yeah, why not at this point set up a save point? Okay. Is this good or bad? It is bad. Okay. Okay, come on. Wow, okay. Oh, come on, man. I would like to stand up there to, like, get my bearings for a second, although I gotta say that the more I sort of hang out in this area, the less it looks like there is for me to do up there. Yeah, that doesn't look like it's very meaningful to me. Oh, God. I hope this is something approximating what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, is this safe to stand on? Okay, you know what? It is. I'm gonna call that a victory. Chad was doing a lot of prep yesterday through going through eliminating dupes and things, restructuring folders. Oh, like duplicate files and stuff. When you first said restructuring dupes or eliminating dupes, I was like, oh, is this something specific to Shadow Warrior? Nope. Okay, that's also hot. And now this is as far as I go. Because if I've learned anything is that, like, I'm sorry guys, I'm just going to test. That lava flow I think is lethal, but if I don't try to go through it and, you know, it turns out to be a background thing, I'm going to feel stupid. So let me just try to... Yep, okay. Like I said, it looked lethal, but I figured I just made a save. It's safe enough to try. When I go to bed, I'll start the big hard drive that I keep in my safe. Jägermeister says, I'm good at eliminating dupes in Oxygen Not Included. So, hold on a second. Let's go up here. Okay, now we've cleared that off for Oni habitation. Or Ori habitation. Okay, I was hoping to grab that. Apparently I can't grab these projectiles. I thought I could. Okay. Yeah, I have a few different thoughts on how to deal with the temperature situation. But the trouble is none of them are good, and none of them feel... Okay, well, that definitely feels like a thing. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Mapstone, sure, but I'm definitely going to press B to save it here. Seems like a really good place. Hello to Sebastian! Sebastian, I hope that you are going to have a great New Year's Eve. And I'm very glad that we can spend at least a little bit of it with you. Okay. Okay. I actually don't know if I want to save it just yet. I mean, I probably really should, because almost anything is going to kill me here, but let me try to look around a little bit. That is a door. And it is the sort of door that smashes. Up to enter. Okay. I think I might have just learned for the first time that that character is named Naru. I'm sure it came up at the beginning. So I'm gonna say that I probably don't want to pick this up right now since I basically have full health. I definitely do want to save it. I hope that this is a swing point, because that's how I'm gonna attempt to use it. Yep. Okay. Good old Ori. Okay, can I stand on the top of this? I can. Okay, that's... Sorry, I was trying to figure out some way to get the prize there. I don't think there's any... Oh, right, this goes all the way up. Yeah, this isn't a platform, it's just a different form of enemy. Marquack says, it's hard not to love the look of this game. Also, very early Happy New Year. Marquack, same to you. You know, best New Year wishes to you, your friends and family, and just thank you so much for hanging out. This goes to you, Jägermeister, Jab, Sebastian. Thank you guys so much for, like, hanging out all through this year. However this stream goes, or the next one after it, yep, just taking random damage, we will be back throughout the new year for some awesome new streams, but they are ever so much more fun to do when we have a great community like you guys. Oh, okay. I didn't expect that this was going to be doable. So that big clump just to the right that looks like the three bright yellow dots, orange dots, that's going to kill me, right? Like as soon as I go underneath it, it's going to fall. No. Okay. Interesting. Ori, these rocks appear unstable. Through my light, we might be able to use them to stop the lava from spreading. Okay, so presumably that's directly... Oh, there is no directly below me. I was going to see if we could identify exactly which lava flow just stopped, but just one of them is, I guess, what we're meant to know. And yeah, you know what? I'm just going to save it, because otherwise I'm just going to get killed and we get to watch that cutscene again. I kind of want to jump onto the rock to see if anything happens. No. Okay. So... Okay, that's... That's why I wanted to save. And that's why the lantern is there, because it's your only way out. Right! I remembered just a beat too late. Okay, just in and out. Oh! I wanted to get on top of it. Okay, that's a little better, but it's not going to stop, so I got to keep going. How? How do you do it? I'm at half of my blue gems, so that's why I'm a little bit... Oh, now we just... Oh, didn't... Shouldn't have stopped. No, I tried to get out. So, obviously, the key is to get that to drop and then to ride it back up. I don't know how to do that yet. And being at half my blue gems, I'm leery about setting a save point right there. But how? How do you... Oh, you go all the way to the wall. You go all the way to the wall on the right, and then you can grab onto it. I get it. Okay, this time all the way to the right. But, okay, maybe go higher than that is the trouble. Sebastian is saying it's hard to believe that it's only 2 hours until 2023. It really is. 2022 went by really, really quickly, I feel like. A lot of great things happen with friends, especially here in... Okay, that's all I needed. And now we just go up. And that's not high enough. And just complete indecision. Paralyzed by indecision about left or right. So higher. Okay, and yes, I will definitely grab that. And I just go back to the other side. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to say goodbye to that. I know that that's like experience points, but it's not like a permanent upgrade. It's just XP, and I can get that from enemies. So yeah, we'll say goodbye to that. I am gonna save it here. Oh yeah, among other things, we get a pretty good refill on blue gems. Hello to Fox. When I was a kid, I never figured I'd reach 2,000. It seemed just so far away. Jab, I am right there with you. I remember, like, when the movie, what was it? Okay. That was most of my health. What was it? Demolition Man. Or like, Predator 2. Predator 2 came out in, like, or sorry, whenever it came out, I think the movie was set in, like, 1997, which I remember when that seemed like, oh my god, that's so far into the future. Wild. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I guess we just continue on. I felt like before I was blocked off by lots of lava flows. Maybe maybe fewer now. I don't want to save right here because I took like a stupid amount of damage from that green guy. So I can see what appears to be a green floating platform down there that may or may not start to move when I'm on top of it. It is my only option because those red lasers will kill me. Okay. This doesn't look promising at all. So this is floating, but it's not moving. I don't know if it's stuck in the lava flow or what. I definitely can't go to the left. So I've got to fall, get over to the left, and then shoot up on that hanging lantern. That seems... I mean, sure. Okay. Easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, but... Oh, when you flip the switch, they move positions. So... Hold on. Hold on. I think this is already worthy of a save point. So, I throw the switch, I ride this one to the left, but then I have to jump up and grab the other one as it goes past, is my best guess. Oh, but it leaves immediately, though. No, it leaves the moment. So, let me just ride it over instead. I don't know. This doesn't get me anything, though, except another trip down and around. Huh. Okay. The platforms block the lasers. I can't... The only way over for me right now is to haul this over. I don't know how to do this. Okay, that way, I guess. Does that count? Okay, we've stopped the lava flow, which is good. Oh, and Jabs bring up 2001: A Space Odyssey. Yeah, I remember thinking, like, you know, oh man, like when I grow up, like space travel will be more common and we'll have like a colony on the moon and stuff. And this isn't me like near enemies. Ugh. But just like everything is different, but in not the ways that I feel like people of my generation, and it sounds like Jab's generation, were taught to expect. Like tablets, cell phones, smartphones, Not anywhere. Like, what was the closest thing that we had in like old fiction? Little communicator wristwatches and stuff. Like, and you know, 2000 in 2015, Back to the Future 2, we're gonna have like self-lacing shoes and auto-drying clothes, but and holographic jaws. But what they didn't predict, and what like. I saw an interview with somebody like Robert Zemeckis, I think, saying like, yeah, smartphones, man, who knew? Oh, that guy is such a jerk. I'm so far back. Okay, so I've got to be rid of this guy. He's not going to stop. There we go. Now he's out of our way. Now I can get some more blue crystal. And what I was doing was just looking, is there any other reason for me to be in here right now? The walls were lava coming up. They may or may not still be lava. But yeah, we have to go down, because we can't go to the... There's no point in going over here. We've already been there. There's no point in being there. We've already been there. So it's only down now. I'm still going to save it, because this guy's going to be... Yep. Forgot about the floor. Okay, Oh, I used my double jump already. Okay. There were... Well, hold on one second. Ronan is saying we were supposed to have computers in our heads. Oh, God. I'm trying to remember if there was ever an age where, like, being directly connected to technology seemed to me like something that I would want to do in that way. But certainly not now. I'm gonna be like the old Luddite in like Johnny Mnemonic, who doesn't want to have anything to do with you kids and your cyber tech. I've seen Johnny Mnemonic exactly one time, and I basically only I remember. Oh wow, oh my goodness. I remember the broadest of broad strokes about the plot, and some guy who has like a laser whip, and that's basically it. So what's happening is that this guy right here is dropping like bomb pustules onto the thing that I want to land on. Okay, but pop. Okay. I've got 1 health point left. Do we want to save it here? I don't think so. Not like this. I need access to something else that resembles health. Yeah, otherwise. So I'm going to die doing this. Well, what am I supposed to do with those? Usually the purple doors like that, they open in, you know, when you defeat an enemy. I don't know if it's this enemy I'm supposed to defeat, but since the only one that I see... Just a victim of my own bad aim. Can you believe, what was it? I think it was 1 year ago today, I was playing Control. Okay, well, now we're gonna see... Oh, that actually worked. Okay. At least a little bit. So we've got one underneath me, and... Yeah, screw it. We're just gonna save it. And that was me. Yep, that's why I wanted to save it, though. Oh, that's not a pickup. I'm sorry. I really thought that was like an energy collectible. Not a bad guy. I don't have any idea what to do there. That... Am I supposed to kill every guy in there to make, like, the purple door open? Or is there something else? Sorry, let me just check in chat here real quick. Fox still wants the AI in my head. Yeah, I guess I've just spent too much time patching up virus-infected Windows to want to be able to do that directly in my own brain. Jab is saying there were a few things they predicted smartphones were better. Banks predicted having that something like a pen or a brooch or even an interface inside your skull. Well, it's that last thing. Niven in the Mote in God's Eye. Oh my goodness. My father loved that book, Jab. Loved it. What he called comps. It was essentially a PDA that linked computer networks. Also in Next Generation, they always had those pads, which seemed incredibly futuristic to me when that show was brand new. So, I'm gonna... Hold on a second. It's one of those situations where, like, I'm trying to... Okay, hold on. Sure, I'll save this. There's so much energy spent to just, like, staying alive. Okay. Well, we've done something. My best guess is that I have to kill all the guys in this room in order to open up that other purple door. Killing them isn't necessarily the hardest part. It's doing so and not dying myself. Yeah. Oh, crud. I really was hoping I could trick them into shooting each other. That might be endgame, because I don't know... Yeah, I don't even know how to make this thing take a shot at me. But we can't reflect the shot. Oh my god, that worked. You know what? I'll take it. We'll call that a success. Ronan is saying, I'll join you in being the disconnected, grumpy old man who avoids the brain implant. Like, just think about how irritating it is on your smartphone, particularly if you have like an iPhone or something like that, with their proprietary power connectors and head jack connectors and stuff like that. Nobody has a good experience with that. We're to do that with equipment that goes physically inside our biological brains? No, thank you. Oh, Markwack thinks that the control streams were actually 2 years ago. Markwack, you're right, because last year it was just before New Year's that I started up Lost Judgment. You're right. I'm gonna save it. Hold to rekindle. Yeah, I don't have any points to spend. Am I not allowed to save it? I may not be allowed to save it. But I'm gonna save it here because, again, there's too many things that can kill me between here and the next thing that I want to do. So we've done that. Oh, gosh darn it. Yeah, so I'm figuring either right there or right there. But the next step is, like, this section here. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Yeah, here's something. Oh, hello to Solid Chrome Hickey. Solid Chrome Hickey, I hope you have a great New Year's planned up. Same for you, Maxine. I don't know. I love the lightning connector. Oh, is that an Apple thing? And also says hello to everybody. Jab really did think that we would be on Mars now, but I knew flying cars would never happen. Like, for me, even when I was young, I remember being like, There's so many car accidents just from people being mildly inattentive. What am I supposed to do? How on earth is that supposed to work with like people flying? Okay. Imagine a slight fender bender, except now you fall 300 feet afterwards. Like that's what flying cars always felt like to me. Same with personal jetpacks. I remember hearing people like, really? You wanna, like, it sounds super cool until anything goes wrong, at which point you just die. And there are, like, I've seen, like, water, like water stream jetpacks and stuff that has, you know, just sort of a very limited utility. Saw a video of some, just save it. Demonstration at some place where a guy was jetting around pretty adroitly from... Okay, I do see now that we can go this way. Okay, I don't know what all is happening here. Nope, that's the end of me. I was hoping or thinking that thing had some sort of an upwards limit on its rotation. No, it just goes all the way around with a death beam. So you pound the stake, and then how would you get back up in time before this thing rotates around and kills you? Okay, hopefully that's good. And now we can go through here? Oh, no we can't. No, now I just die again. Okay. I thought if it blew up those things, then there would be another place to go, but... No, I guess I'm supposed to... I guess I'm meant to go all the way to the left. Cars, if they break now, you can coast to the side of the road. Flying cars do not have the sides of roads to coast to. They fall. Exactly. Yeah, and not all of us are Hayden Christensen, where we're just gonna, like, catch a hold of something on the way down. Okay, all the way to the left. All the way to the left. Back behind it. Get behind it, Tunic, or whatever your name is. Ori? Okay. So... Okay, can I save this? I'm honestly surprised that did not kill me. No, I would imagine not. So, although this is gonna, like, embarrass me again... Okay, it actually didn't, because you can stop it. So, I need to figure out the minimum angle at which this won't kill me. I feel like I'm still safe right here. Okay, go, 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 go. Because we got to get to the other side of it and then take cover. But it's also going to try to push it, so I have to sort of like brace it on the edge. Okay. Okay, but so what? Why is this good? Oh! My favorite type of puzzle is solving it when you don't know what you're doing or why, but it's the only option at your disposal. So it's just like, I don't know, this. Maxine says airplanes don't fall out of the sky most of the time, not even helicopters do. Auto rotation is a thing. Yeah, as Maxine also says, people are already bad at driving in two directions. Javison, you'd be very surprised at how often the military crash helicopters and people die. Yeah, trained pilots can, like, the thing is, like, a sudden gust of wind that's strong enough can screw up your control, your avionics or whatever, and suddenly you're having a very, very bad time. I have I haven't seen him in a while now that I think about it, but had a pretty... Okay. Had a pretty good friend who switched jobs through a sort of like odd mechanism from being a full-time professional firefighter over to being a professional helicopter pilot. Got his got his pilot's license, spends a good chunk of his year doing like wilderness tours and transport flights in and around Alaska. That's sort of like where he does a lot of his stuff. And it's intimidating work. Hold on. So I didn't bother to look at where I'm trying to go yet. Just down, I guess. Well, then again, hold on. It really looks like I can go over to the left again. Okay, I shall save it. I shall save it. It's not letting me save it. Now I can save it. Okay! Yeah, helicopters are really awesome. But I feel like... So, I'm sorry, I don't know what's destroying that second one yet. Maybe it's a third one is what I mean. But, like, that one that's just gone, I keep looking for what is causing it to be destroyed. I mean, okay, so... That time I saw that it was the pustule that fell on it. That I understand. It's some of the other times it's just been, like, popped. Oh, and hello to, Wittem77. Thank you very much for the follow. If anything ever happens to the main or secondary rotor, or the control systems, you're done. Yeah, as a layman who doesn't have a pilot's license and doesn't know, I would think that, like, your chances of survival... I feel like it's this thing here, the glowy ball, is shooting a shot that hits the base of the pillar. Yeah, the one that just shot me is the one that normally hits the pillar. Wow! I am aware of what I'd like to do. I just need to have, like, solid ground under my feet for, like, a split second. Okay, I need another shot, buddy. I did see it coming. I did press Y. I was not on time. And a wave back at Wittem. Wait, houses? Auto rotation works if it's a nice flat land underneath. Houses, trees, or mountains, not so much. Yeah, that's the other thing about helicopters, like the flow of the wind. Also, the thing that I don't see replicated when I'm flying a helicopter in video games is that you really, really don't want those rotors intersecting with anything. Power lines. Okay, I swear to God, I don't know what is destroying that. Goodness. Like that third pillar, it feels like it explodes before anything touches it, just after the first pustule falls, but that pustule falls straight down as far as I can tell. It's not leaping into the pillar. Sorry to get caught up on this, but what's happening is that because it consistently disappears from beneath my feet, I don't make it to that in order to jump off of it. I think that what I need to do is just assume it won't be there and go past it. Yeah, I don't know, but I would assume that if you were in a helicopter when like the rotors like hit like a power line, or especially like a power pole or something, like a utility pole, you're just done. You're just done right then and there. One more. Okay, why, yes, I do think that I will save it. Yeah, the key was, as I thought, just disregard that third pillar, just pretend it's not there. And now I can use Sane's Light again. I was a Pathfinder assigned to an aviation battalion. Power lines scare the hell out of pilots. I can imagine why. They're small, they're hard to see at distance. Sometimes they might flutter or wave around, which would make them even more difficult to like lock on. And by, you know, the wind of the rotors, right? They would knock them around a whole bunch. Yeah, that seems like it would be a bad news. Okay. As Marquack says, this game really is absolutely gorgeous. Sometimes the screen can be so full of stuff that I lose a little bit of track of. Okay, well, just anything at all? No. My eyes can't lock onto threats, but man, it looks good. Sometimes I think, do you guys ever think about this? What if you could take like a PlayStation 5 and like all like just a bunch of games, either ones that you have installed or ones that are on disc, and bring it back in time to like 1995. I guess, shoot. The big problem is that you wouldn't have anything to hook it up to, so you have to bring like an HDMI television as well. But can you imagine like showing that to people? Like, no, like, hey, check out Super Mario 64. This is cutting-edge graphics. Look how awesome it is. And then you're just like, okay, bro. And you boot up like The Last of Us Part 2. So I feel like I actually need to go less quickly and get like a refill on my double jump, or better yet, don't use the double jump until I get to that part. So let me not use it here, because I feel like I can make pretty good progress without using my bounce jump. Ow. And then if we go like this and then double jump now, nope, not quite enough. So what I need then is the second to last flame creature, flame crystal. I need to bounce off of that guy. I need to like grab one of his shots. Okay, so I need something from you, sir. That wasn't great. Yeah, that one is just too slow. Jab is saying nothing would play it. Yeah, you definitely need to bring back in time like a 2020 television, so something with an HDMI connection. The rotor colliding with something means that you're having a really bad day. That's why they usually don't fly around power lines, and when they are, they need to be extra careful. Ronan saying I normally don't gush over how games look, but Ori is a rare exception. Yeah, it's like this game has, I think, a very high degree of technical competence combined with a very high degree of artistic competence, which are not always the same thing. And I remember like really liking it when so do you jump off the pustules then? I think it was GameSpot rather. I don't know that they're still doing it. Yeah, this is not going to go my way. But they used to have, at the end of the year, the Game of the Year awards, they would actually have separate categories for best graphics technically and best graphics artistically. So something like, and obviously not from this year, but Red Dead Redemption 2 might win for best technical graphics, whereas something like Ori might win in the best like artistic graphics. Okay, that feels better. Okay, yes, save it. After I'm finished with this game, I am going to look up like a no-death run of Ori. I just want to see what it's like. Wittem is saying, theoretical question, is this the same for plane pilots or only helicopter pilots? The effects of power lines, I mean, planes have more mass, I think. I would think that nobody who flies wants to intersect power lines, but planes are much less likely to be intersecting with power lines in their day-to-day flights. Like, they're gonna go from a runway to another runway, or if you're like a puddle jumper, then you might go to... When did I last save it? Right there, okay. Then like a body of water. What you're probably not doing is conducting a flight at low altitude through like an urban environment, which is what you might do in a helicopter, because planes are great for moving people or things. Helicopters are great for, I mean, also those things, but like you can save a life in a helicopter. You can get into a flood zone. You could drop water very precisely onto a section of a forest fire. You could rescue somebody out of the ocean. You can do all sorts of things with a helicopter that you can't do with a plane, and as a result, they're more likely to be flying in a variety of circumstances, many of which are very hazardous. I don't know if I want to go to the right. It does look like that waterfall, or that firefall is still there. So... Okay. This might be stupid. I'm gonna go over to the right. I'm just... What if the magma fall has stopped? And actually, it looks like it has. Yep, okay. I thought I was gonna just jump to my doom, but it was the right thing to do. But yeah, I would say for sure. Let's say that you're in an airplane and you are losing altitude due to an engine malfunction or a fuel problem, or any number of things. You probably would very much not like to get snagged up in power lines on your way down. Yeah, no idea. I should look before Ori leaps. Like, that's why, remember that dude, yeah, Captain Sully, wasn't it? Who, like, hit some birds on the way up and then, like, landed in the, which river was it? I don't remember. And just, like, no casualties. Everybody was fine. Like, that's why that's, like, holy crap, dude. Like, so, I'm sorry, what am I... Well, don't touch that. Okay, hold on. Whoops! Okay, hold on. That's not what I meant! The Hudson, I think it was. Yeah, Maxine said the Hudson. And, like, if you guys, like, I know they made a movie out of it with Tom Hanks, but did you guys ever hear, like, the actual plane audio from that? He is, and this I'm sure comes from having been a pilot for as many decades as that guy was a pilot for, but, like, he is just, like, on the way down, he just, in a manner much more calmly than you would imagine possible for the circumstance, just informs traffic control will be in the Hudson. Okay, this magma ball here doesn't seem like a good idea to touch, so I am going to try to not hit it on the way past. Okay. Since I only have one pip left, I am going to save it to get some health back. I'm going to try to run, not jump, glide, and then double jump to the other side. Right. Okay. And now... Wait. This is harder somehow. I would love the ability to just scroll the camera slightly to the right to see what's up, but... That was up. Yeah, come to think of it, Mark Quack, I don't remember what or if I might have played last New Year's Eve. Oh, no. So, you guys... Yep, hold on, save it. So what I need to do is start this, jump onto that, but then immediately get over onto the other side of it to avoid that laser. This is the skill I've never been good at in this game. Getting on top of or from one side of these to the other in a reliable way. Nobody could ever replicate that in a simulator, says Maxine. Anyone doing anything fun for New Year's, I'm going to be lazy like normal. And then Ronan was saying, oh yes, to probably something. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, but now get to the other side of it. Come on. And now I've probably got to switch sides again. Oh, Christ. All right. Just save it. Just save it again. All right, so this is on the edge, right? So I can't grab and move it. I need to push this down from the other side. Which is going to be tough. Okay, let's try it this way. Yeah, now he's got the little flame imps, but hopefully at least some of them will be suicidal. Okay, but this is still hot. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to... Oh! Hold on! Ori got a level up right there and killed all the enemies and gave me my health back. That's awesome, Ori. That's actually somewhat unbelievable timing. Okay, yeah, there's nothing else over here that I need. Whitman is saying, here there will be fireworks all around me. I cannot miss it. Well, hopefully the fireworks miss you, though, because that would be unfortunate. I know that our animals get really, really freaked out by... fireworks at this time of year. And there's always those sad stories about people who do something unwise with fireworks. I remember, oh my god. I want to say, like, it was earlier this year, I want to say, but I saw some, like, video of some just complete jackhole set off, like, a spinning Pikachu fireworks thing on his bed inside his house. And when it started, predictably, shooting fire everywhere and spinning around and filling the room with smoke, he started, like, screaming very theatrically and cartoonishly and running outside. I don't know if this was, somebody pretending to be that stupid for, like, quote-unquote amusement purposes, but God help you if somebody watches your video and decides that now they're going to replicate that because of how funny it was. Apartment complexes burned down because of Like, it really is, like, what on earth could you possibly have thought was going to happen? I'm sorry, do we have any idea what's below me? Oh, okay. Well, I'll take that. Okay. Oh man, that slug is gonna make this so hard. Yep, as will my trouble jumping. Okay. But it's just all the way over now, I think. I don't know how to do this. Okay. Not actually hard, that one. Took way more damage doing that. Marquardt says, I just checked and it was Lost Judgment Episode 5 School Stories last New Year's Eve. On New Year's Day, you had 2 streams, one for Chorus and one for... Yeah, Chorus! That was another one that I had honestly forgotten was this year. I would like to give Chorus another jump at some point, because I made the questionable decision to try that game, like just try it brand new on hard, and found that it was in fact very hard. Some games, you know, what I was thinking with Chorus was, it's sort of like a space flight simulator. I'm pretty comfortable with those. I've played a lot over the years. That one was, okay, but it did look like there was going to be something above me. Am I not? I guess that's just health. I'd still like the health though. Yeah, Chorus I want to revisit. It's also been patched since I played it. With some, like, ray tracing effects and stuff. I'm gonna be such a save baby in this environment. I'm not a fan of them either. Oh, wait. Oh, seem to be for views. I doubt his mom agreed. Oh, so yeah, and that is it. Like Ronan, that it felt like it was for online clout. You're gonna burn your family's house down, and when it happens, like, your views and your likes are not gonna buy you a new home. Sorry, like, performative stupidity really bothers me. Oh dear. Okay. Nope, that's... Oh, I know what to do! Okay, you gotta charge your jump there. Oh, I missed it. Jump. Jump. Oh, you jerk. See, the thing is, this is just a bath for that guy. He doesn't care about the lava flow. Okay. So, I should probably just go and not try to hit every single one. Okay. Also not just slingshotting myself directly into the wall. The trouble is the leaf feels very slow. Okay, yes? Okay, the music says yes. But yeah, Chorus seems like a cool game, but I had forgotten, I guess it came out 2021, but I had tried it for the first time in 2022. And Markwak, were you here the other day when I clarified that, like, although I think my overall personal game of the year would probably be Hard Space Shipbreaker, just because it's not necessarily like the best game, but it's the one that I was like just came out of nowhere, and it was so surprising that but like Wildermyth also started in January 2022, which I had forgotten. I thought that so stupid. I thought that was last year. So that is an amendment to what was the best game that I... Oh, okay. that I played this year. This part seems like you'd have to be pretty much perfect, since the margin for error seems very small indeed. That's, like, Markwak, I cannot get over the fact that people play this on no death mode. Energy markers. I don't know if I want that much. What's this? I can't afford this, but like enhances the radius of charge flame. And then ultra split flame is, I think, your end game attack. B. Oh, and by the way, thank you to everybody for the congratulations on getting through that. So, probably one more thing to go to. Hold on. But I do want his, like, prize. Shoot. Oh, man. I just need you to fire at me a little bit more. There we go. Oh! What in this environment is not... Okay, I think I do see it. Nope. Go! I feel like... Okay, sorry. Widom was saying, I'm not a big fan of fireworks either. Here the horses have broken out, hence remaining home to keep an eye on it all. I have to believe, though, that since those neighbors have been doing it for years, they'll be more or less smart about it. Hopefully. I feel like there's a certain personality type that's like, hey, last year was fun, but what if we use bigger bombs this time? Okay, is this... Well, if I didn't lose half my lives on that, I'd probably want to save it. You know what? I do want to save it, because I'll get some lives back. That at least gets us a, you know, a toehold into this area. Okay, so I can't go any further this way. Could have sworn I was pressing the jump button like this, see? I do know that I'm not allowed to touch that. Can I go straight up? No. Can I... So this, again, I'm just acknowledging this seems stupid that it's just going to kill me, but can I push this? Oh, you can. But it does that. I needed to pull it instead of push it. Okay. Noted. Hold on. Jump. So, oh my goodness, I see what you have to do. I've got to drag this over to the left, then as it rolls down, I have to cross the gap. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I have to kick it up onto the second level and then block the gap up there. I get it, okay. Yeah, I thought it was going to be a timing thing, but the beam is actually coming from the top down. So if I can... Whoops, hold on. No, come back. I think I need to use my Y kick to, like, get it up there. Hold on. Not like this. So, okay, now Marquack is saying your first Wilderness stream was December 6, 2021. Steam was saying that it was... that game was started this year. That's why I thought that it was earlier this year. But you've actually done one better... Whoops. Done one better on me. And actually looked at the playlist. I thought it was last year. So there's a little spike that hangs down from this overhang that is getting me consistently. Okay, better to not use the leaf there, I think. Okay, so what's a good way to go? There? You have got to be kidding me. Okay. If I don't kick it too far, then it should settle and then I can just walk underneath this. Okay. Just wait for it to settle. Now we're good. Yeah, as far as I know, you can't move the camera left or right, but notice that if you push up, you can scroll up a little bit. That's why I was like, is there any way to do that? And now, yeah, so now I move it all the way to the right, but without allowing it to drop. Okay, but I assume, need you to block that. Are you good? Oh, hold on. I didn't see this before. So now I need to move the boulder back over to the side in a way that doesn't... Can I save it here? Okay. I was worried that when I went to slingshot, it would throw me into this laser, but... Wait, how is that good? I guess do I have to get the boulder on top of this thing? That seems hard. Okay. And now up there. Okay. But, and I don't care that much, but how would you ever get this? Unless later on in the zone, we turn off that flame jet. Because there's no way to... Wait, you don't bounce this up and then go underneath it. Hold on, I want to at least try that because that is such a bad idea. Hold on. I think that's possible. Hold on. No, maybe it's not. Hold on. I bet the flame jets just turn off after you do whatever you have to do in this zone, but it does block for a second, but I don't think it's long enough. No, I just fall through the bottom. All right, we'll stop doing that. Hopefully have a better plan to go. And I just got my second ability point, so let's spend that. Markwack says some other December streams, games that you streamed were Nier finished. Yeah, Nier was not a favorite of mine. A lot of Scarlet Nexus finished in December as well. Kathy Rain was a great end of year thing, including a Christmas Day stream that of that, and you tried some Rift Breaker and Other Side. Yeah, Other Side. By the way, Markwack is another game that Steam says that I started in 2022. Here's what I think is qualifying. Maybe did it start? No, because Wildermyth with December 6th, 2021. I was going to say, is it anything after December 15th, which is when they published their new thing? Oh, that's 3 points, though. Yeah, I'm going to save up for another point, then. Hello to Jody K. Jody K, I hope you're going to have a wonderful New Year's Eve. It's one of those evenings when anyone might pop out at any time to go to an event that they might have planned. So allow me to just welcome you by saying Happy New Year, and I hope that you have a great New Year's Day as well. Okay, so this actually did not stop. I really don't care about it that much, except that I'm curious. I'm curious what is the secret to this. It really does feel, doesn't it, that you bounce it up? Okay, that did get me to this side. I could save it again here. Okay, wow, that actually worked. And yeah, no, we're just out. Hold on, that's dumb. I didn't push up. I did not push up in time. Yeah, so Kathy Rain was a really interesting game. Also, Markwack, just so that you know, I do have the excavation of Hobbs Barrow in the hopper for another upcoming game. That is not done by the creator of Kathy Rain, but it is done by the creator of the Unavowed. Same development studio, same team, I believe, did that one. Oh, that's not... Okay. So, is this... Do we think this doesn't feel like it's everything, though? In fact, it feels like there's something immediately over to the left that I need. Oh! So dumb. Yeah, there's something underneath all this lava. So... Did I miss a lava door on the way down? I don't think so. Let's go through this hallway. No, this is just back out to the regular world. So I've missed something. Well, you know what? Well, I was about to say we could probably like trace which lava flows are still coming down, except no, because we'd be looking for one that's not coming down, and then we go in behind it. I'm thinking maybe it's got to be that door. It's a guess. By the way, Marquack, I hope that if you get any opportunity to interact with McMaster, please pass on, or Tom Chick or anybody else, please pass on to them, best wishes and Happy New Year to them as well. Yeah, there's more stuff down here that I haven't gotten. I don't actually know how to get it. Is this hot? I think it's hot. Is that it? Oh, Patikin's, so I guess I was wrong. Same publisher, different developer. I honestly thought it was the same team. Marquack will most certainly send them your well wishes. I appreciate it, Marquack. Like I've said, I like the idea that you can honestly say to them, like, yeah, when I'm hanging out in people's streams, like they say, like, hey, happy holidays to you guys, Merry Christmas and a great New Year. I'm going to save it here. I don't know how to do this. I feel like I need to go up and over this to have enough height. No, maybe I don't. Gosh, I do kind of want to have that upgrade, though. It's really more of, like, upgrade points, but... Okay, yes, we've done everything in this room. And I did just save it, so I don't think we have to put down a save point. So the lava should be at a lower level. I'd really like to touch that teleport point. We shall unlock it. Okay, that's great. Now, I assume that we're actually going over to the left, but obviously I'd like to get this since we happen to be here. Now, normally these guys are door keys, but I bet I know what we've got to do. Oh, maybe not. What I was going to say is maybe we actually have to, like, get them up and over this lip and out of this joint, but no. So I will save it again, because we get all of our health back when we do that. And now I get to save the fact that I have those upgrade points. Patikin says, I've added that game to my wish list too. I need to play more point-and-click adventures. I did get a bit back to play eventually. Were those the games that you were saying to Mia that you picked up, Patikin? Or no, you said that they were horror games, I think, in her stream. I'll be very interested to see what those are. Okay. Purple doors are usually kill everybody in the zone. Or maybe just this guy. I just heard it unlock. Yes? Good? Okay. Well, this doesn't look like any place to go yet. There's no map in this area. I can't go that way. By the way, I am loath to ever, like, clip my own, like, events, but I might go back and clip from the previous episode the point where God killed Ori because I went off the wrong side of the mountain. That was... that was very funny to me. The element of warmth is within our grasp. With the elements restored, we could undo the effects of her wrath. This is runaway music. Now, hold on a second. 27. Nope. Nope, that's not enough height. Just in case the lava didn't keep me, Kinu, or whatever this guy's name is. Nope. Senu? No. That's from, Okay. Where am I supposed to go to not get hit by him? Okay. If not for the, oh boy, the advent of live streaming, I would say that anybody who finished this game in 0 deaths is a liar. Okay. How? I mean, I know how, but man. Okay, wait for one more guy to fall. There we go. I was doing the ground pound there. Just wasn't quite fast enough. It's amazing how not mad I am at this big bird. Go down, though! Because like I said, if I were in this bird's shoes, or talons, or whatever, I would not want to have anything to do with the great tree either. Okay, so now we go on to the next thing that's gonna kill me. Down? Does that count? Was that successful? Hold on. I can't believe I didn't get snatched out of the air. Please tell me that was a checkpoint. Nope. Oh, come on! I need a drink. Hold on. Sorry for the dead air, and not sorry at all for Caroluna. Thank you so much for coming over, Caroluna. Caroluna, thank you for the raid. It looks like Jägermeister and Maxine came over as well. Hello to Grumpy. Caroluna, I believe it may have already ticked over for you. I'm not sure, but just in case, Happy New Year. Happy early start to 2023. I hope that you and your family have a fantastic New Year's, the holiday, and a new year coming up. Thank you so much for the raid and for hanging out throughout this whole last year. I've greatly enjoyed your streams, as I have with Patikan and Grumpy and Moo when they stream. Just thank you so much, and I hope that you're going to have a great holiday here. Delayed blame Caroluna. And hello to Samalander. Also, Angel getting crunk on the noggin because of Ori. Oh, hold on, I gotta go. I did there for too long. So it might be a little bit difficult to interact with chat because this is a runaway sequence with just all manner of things trying to do me in. I did see what Carolina was like. Oh, it's so awesome when Angel goes live two minutes after I go live. Yeah, Carolina, I didn't see that you were live. Otherwise, I would have loved to have caught some of it. Oh, God. Again, the telekinetic catch, the slingshot maneuver, is comparatively easy to do. It's just it's easy to do it a moment too early or a moment too late or like just out of range. But it's not actually hard. It's just doing it correctly. And when you're stressed, as you are here, it's easy to make just silly mistakes. Whoops, hold on. Down, Ori! Oh my God. I didn't quite clear the ledge. Really would have liked a checkpoint once you reach the water. That would have been fine if they had done a checkpoint for me right there. Oh, gosh. And also, if you go over it too quickly, the shots don't line up with where you are. You gotta actually, like, measure how quickly you're going past that guy. But knowing that Senu here is, you know, just out to one-shot you, whoops, adds a certain flavor of urgency to it. Nope. Well, this is a loss. I'm not even sure where I am. Yep. 44 minutes. Oh, 44 minutes left before the end of the year. And likewise, you seem to be somewhat busy. I mean, I wish it was the other way. Then I'd postpone the stream until next year. Carolina, I think that everybody who was hanging out with you is very glad that you got a chance to stream. I know I would have been glad to see it. Also, yesterday was a fun Railgrade stream. I gotta say, Markback, from what I've seen of Railgrade, I would be very interested to know what Tom Chick would make of that game. It doesn't... It's a strategy game to an extent, but also not really the sort of, like, order units around and manage a complex economy like he seems to often enjoy. But yeah, the first challenge that I tried right out the gate was probably the hardest one that I've seen so far. I don't know if that one was patched in post-release, because they did just have, like, new... some new optional challenges patched into the story mode, so maybe that was one of them. It's a really interesting one where you have to import some of the goods that you need in order to start the production chain. Oh, that was just a beat too late. And okay. Even now, like after that stream, I did try a couple more times at that specific challenge, and I've gotten the A rank in it now, but I cannot get S rank. I miss it by like a couple minutes. So clearly I've got to do something to figure out how to balance the steel that I'm buying with the copper wire that I'm producing. But yeah, Railgrade is an interesting game. It feels very tightly considered. Well, whatever. Go down. So now we get just a beat to rest. Not to save, mind you. You cannot save underwater. Like, where do you start? How? How do you do that faster? I guess you just go for it. Like, damn the consequences. YOLO, Ori. By the way, is Simulator... He's not doing, like, his RPG podcast today, is he? Hold on. Now I'm suddenly concerned that I missed it. The RPG session. Nope. Yeah, when the fire started, I lost track of my own character. I feel like I had the timing on that jump down for a bit, and now it's gone. Why did my leaf not come out? Sorry, 1 second. I'd have been playing Railgrade 2 if there was a free play mode where you don't have to do specific things, or maybe there is. And no, Prison Sama did not do the JRPG. Jody is saying 4:20, but I'm not sure if that's like the time where she is, or what was 4:20. Fatiguing said, I had the same issue yesterday with streaming when Angel is live. Nobody live in chat, so then we just go watch Angel a bit later. Well, what I can say, Fatiguing, is that I have been enjoying your Tomb Raider series. I've been thinking about revisiting that franchise. It's another one of those things where we have a full playthrough of Shadow of the Tomb Raider up, but neither of the two games that preceded it. So someday I'd like to go through As You Are Now and get like a full playthrough of all of those. Maybe just do 1,
Tomb Raider reboot list. You were right, by the way. I thought that the name of the 360 game was Tomb Raider Legacy, but you were correct. It was Legends. So now for the hardest part, since the last hardest part. Whatever, get in there! Okay. So, just screw it, go. If I take damage, I take damage. But we have to get behind something or else... Okay. I'm gonna assume that I can't save it still, okay. Well, here we go. Like, how, what? What do you do? I guess you just climb? Hold on. Patine, did you play this on stream? Ori? I'd love to see other people's experiences with it once this is done. Shoot! Okay, well this is not gonna... Yeah, no, I messed up on where I was. Okay. Do you need a hint for the up part? Not yet. I don't think so. Grumpy's saying Patikin did it on the first try. Oh, Patikin says it's been a while, but he does have VODs of it. This game really wants you to run for your life. They want you to do it in real life, too. Like, they want you to be so... adrenaline out by the end of this section that the only thing left to do is go outside and flee. Oh, we got a chance to watch the second episode of Sandman today. That show is still real good. Again. Ugh. It doesn't matter, I don't think, at this point. Go! Okay. I thought he was gonna snag me before I got away. It is she, by the way. This is the mom of the babies, as far as I'm given to know. Maybe, wait, maybe I can, like, trick him into trying to get me? Oh, no, he just gets you. Okay, I thought that maybe I could wait for him to go around, and then that would give me an extra little window. But no, on the second pass, she just gets you. But Grumpy, I will say this, I may reach the point where I need a hint on the up part. So, if you were still around in a bit, that may yet come up. I don't know why I'm getting the yips at this part right now. Go down. Like, I keep reaching that specific section being like, oh, I should stop, slow down. Okay, sure. Climb. How? How?
Okay. So you reach that part, you can hide in the hollow for a moment. Then when you come shooting out, there's no more updraft to carry you up. You can't climb on the wall fast enough. Are you supposed to dash away from it? But even then, you can only dash so high. I'd love a moment to, like, look at that. It reminds me of, like, there was a part in Little Nightmares 2, which was, it felt similar, where it was just, like, instant death. Now the difference was there, the checkpoint was right there, so it wasn't like you had to run a long gauntlet to see it. But I would die within, like, 4 seconds of loading the save, so it was clear that there was something I was supposed to do very quickly, but man, I just could not work out what it was. And ultimately, it was the most obvious thing in the room. Okay, now just go. Don't stop. But don't stop. But don't stop. So in this next section, I'm going to take a foolish amount of damage, but at least I'm good up through here. And now, what I do from here is just... Well, I gotta go, so... I don't know. There's fire completely on one side, so you can't go there. The left side looks like just a big thorny bramble, but it's not actually damaging, and you can climb up a little bit, but there's insufficient... Oh, okay. There's insufficient time to, like, do a charge jump. At least I feel like there is. So, unless there's some other, like, source of safety from the bird, I don't know. Well, let me just look here. 16 hours VOD time for 100% run on this game. Just checked my VOD collection of this. I think I've gone over 16 hours, probably. I was expecting more time for 100%, but I did it pretty fast. Thank you for the upvote, Widom. Just go. You can do it. 30 minutes, let's go. You'll get it. Oh, I hope so. It's one of those things where, like, I bet that if you have the luxury of, like looking at the screen, it's probably much more obvious, or just more observant than I am. It's just there's so little time to consider. Oh! I apparently didn't jump in time to avoid the floor flames. That was my double jump, not my regular jump. Okay, so jump a little bit earlier this time. I don't know. I don't see anything here, you guys. Okay. You come out of the hollow. There's no updraft. You can shoot over to the left-hand side, but it's so rocky and unstable that I can't get anywhere. I can't charge off the side because Senu comes in like 3 seconds and ends me, and I can't hide in the hollow because he kills me there too. Can somebody at least corroborate that, like, at least one other person had trouble with this? Like, what you're supposed to do? Widom is the most positive part. Oh, hello to Crow! Hello to Harmonious Crow. I support your victory, but I also support listening to this escape music for longer. It is very energetic. Your time in the pause screen. Oh, was it 10 hours? Okay, I do see it now. I'm watching a playthrough to see what they did. It was trouble. Okay, I don't want to know yet because I haven't needed any hints up to this part. It's going to be one of those things where if I have a son of a bee, if I have a chance to look at it first. Okay, hold on. We're just going to just do the all the deaths run. Down. That part right there actually feels like the most treacherous part up until the part where I don't know what to do. So I feel like it's so easy to not catch that guy's fireballs. So we go over here. What am I missing? What do I not see? I don't know. I don't know. Let me try it at least one more time. Like, there's a lot of, like, this is a big skill challenge, you know, a big platforming skill challenge in terms of navigating this and doing it successfully. It's, you know, muscle memory and reflexes, and sometimes I feel like at least a little bit of luck. And then a part of just like, what am I supposed to do? And I doubt it's a puzzle, right? Like, it's not going to ask me to solve a Rubik's Cube in order to get past this. So it's probably intended to be pretty obvious. I physically don't see what I'm looking to do. I'm just gonna, like, you can't even go up. You get stuck on a little piece of bark. I think I'm ready for a hint. Oh, I can't even open the thing. So I'm gonna get snagged because I didn't go fast enough. Let me try it one more time. I don't see anything. It's maybe you're not supposed to go up. Maybe there's something like straight across. Usually in a situation like this, what you want to do, like what I find helpful is challenge, you know, in my own head. What am I, whoops. What am I, okay. What's the thing that I'm just like taking for granted in my mind? And where am I making an assumption that isn't backed up? Here, I mean, it does feel like that whole section is about go up, 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 up. You gotta get up, you gotta get up, get away from the fire. But maybe you're not. Maybe you're... Why would you go back across, though? Like, we're going left to right, left to right, left to right. No, there's nothing over here. And now I just fall to my doom. Yeah, I hate to suddenly ask for a hint, but I need something. Samland is offering a yes/no. Fox, his message has the clue. Kind of warm in here, says Fox. If I wait too long in the hollow, the tree is catching fire, but then Senu just comes and eats me. So what I'm doing is trying to think of, like, what would I ask for the yes/nos? Because I think that's a good idea, so I don't just get the answer outright, but I feel like my options are so limited. The rocks coming down here are totally random, too. Hold on. Like, the camera looks like you want to go up. Oh, wait. Do you have to grab... Son of a bitch. Hold on. You have to grab these. That's what it is. It's not helpful. It never occurred to me that you could grab the embers. That's what it is. Nope. Alright, well, I deserve that. I feel like that's going to be a very challenging part, even once I do know what to do. I might as well just wait for it to go. Now we're going to do the S drop. I would love to get past that without taking that damage. Okay, so... I'm not sure I'm still in control of this. Thank you, everybody, for the congratulations. Oh, I didn't read that. I'm so sorry. He was saying, Ori, get up. The spirit tree, so close. He's our only hope left. Also, apparently Patikin did that on his second try. I'm amazed at how good people are at this game. Oh, wait, maybe I should have saved it. The spirit tree is near. There's one step more to take. The forest of Nibble will live once again. What was funny to me there was the emphatic Talon mangle. That dude really wanted Ori dead. Yeah, wow. I thought that we had at least another stream into it. I didn't realize that I was this close to the end. I guess the total percentage includes the added zone that they added that I haven't gone to. Patikin says time to start the sequel. Now, hold on. I know this is going to be way too loud because I can already hear it. Hold on just a second. I'm going to try to turn it down, and if this cancels the credits, we'll try to fix it. But hold on. Okay, hopefully that is that's a little bit more more listenable. It looks like Widom needs to head out for the fireworks. Widom, thank you so much for hanging out. I have to turn down my headphones as well. Ronan says, "Oh no, my music." So I don't know that I have anything to say about Ori that you guys won't have heard over the last 3 episodes. Top of mind, I know that so forgive me if I'm going to like say some of this stuff again. Absolutely astounded by the animation. I knew from the very few number of like static shots that I'd seen that the game was very well detailed, and I knew that it sort of like had a very sharp art aesthetic, but what I was unprepared for was how good it looks in motion. From Ori's various like animations, his floating, his double jump, his attacks, it's so detailed even for such a small sprite. And then there's like his mom that I am not going to remember anybody's names right now, but the detail on his mom, on Gummo, on the bird guy, who I'm going to call Senu, and I know that's not his name, but I've forgotten what it is, her name. There's so much detail in the 3D animation. The closest thing I can think of is the first time that I ever saw Donkey Kong Country in motion. It was like, I just couldn't believe that level of articulate animation. Donkey Kong Country, I didn't wind up enjoying playing very much, but I certainly loved looking at it and looking at the characters like roll and jump, and they had a depth to them that I'd not seen before in anything like that. This has, again, there's so much depth to the way that the characters animate in their 2D space. It's really, really impressive. The controls on the whole felt like 5% slipperier to me than they do in Fist. Well, I don't know if it's 5%. So here's the major differences to me with Fist. The jumping and the landing on things felt somewhat less precise. Ori has a very different sense to his like momentum in jumps, and I don't know that I ever got completely comfortable with that. It's like Ori jumps 20% less high than you think he will. He's never quite as like airborne as you want him to be. He's always like a little bit lower, and I don't know if that's like I don't know where that expectation is coming from. I got all the upgrades for my N64 for Donkey Kong Country. Like, wait, all like in the game, Jody, or like that expansion pack? Because yeah, I had the expansion pack for Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 is such a weird game, though. It really is. 10 minutes until New Year's for Carol Luna. I guess maybe 7 minutes now. You just missed the rock bashing on purpose to reach the 2-hour stream mark at least. Wait, what was the rock bashing? There was a thing. Yeah, the expansion pack, the little memory expansion pack that updated your N64. Oh, look at them. That's a nice final image. By the way, like the story, I didn't know what, if anything, to expect from the story, but like the story is very simple and yet 100,000 times better and more appealing than it was in Fist. Forgive me for the Fist comparisons, but like they're 2 games in a very similar genre with very, very different focuses. And where Fist was like really nice and enjoyable exploration mechanics combined with a surprisingly deep and robust combat system, this had a very, very simple combat system, at least I found it to be, but also very challenging. This was much more a series of platform challenges with a lot less emphasis on like defeating the enemies. You'd be well served to know how to defeat the enemies, and I was bad at that. I took damage from every single guy that went by, but it was just like press X to attack. You know, there weren't a lot of combos, there weren't anything like that. So that's sort of the big difference there. And the storyline was Ori, I'm gonna like risk recapping this and possibly getting some things wrong, but Ori sort of like departed from the Great Tree in a windstorm, and it was found by the character who would then go on to be his like surrogate mother, and
his mom took care of him, and the two of them lived very happily in the woods. And I remember saying right at the beginning, like, let's just stop right here. Maybe Ori doesn't get curious and go off into the woods, and whatever bad thing is about to happen happens. Maybe they just hang out and they have an awesome like meal of eating these berries, and everything is fine. And then, like, of course, the next thing, and it was actually darker than I expected it to be, of like Ori's mom goes out foraging in this like dead forest to make sure that Ori has enough to eat, such that she herself perishes from starvation, like right in front of him. And that horrible scene where he like is like shaking her to try to wake her up, and is then like so besieged by sadness and starvation himself that he like heads out into the world and very nearly succumbs until the great tree brings him back to life. And then Sign, the like little like shine sprite, comes down to be his Navi for the game. And then the whole thing with Gummo, how Gummo was like grabbing at the power that Ori needed, but was very clearly not a bad guy. I was sort of like, oh, I'm going to get this guy. Oh, we're going to get him. And then like you realize that he's I don't know but like this Gummo is like the last of their race. Everyone else died and perished inside the ice caves or whatever. And now this person is all by themselves, and was just sort of like, whether or not they knew what this power was, maybe didn't know that Ori could be trusted with it or should be trusted with it. So it was sort of like trying to keep it away. And then when they got trapped, Ori was kind to Gummo. And so Gummo, when he had a chance to resurrect somebody, I don't know if resurrection is the right term. Like, for all we know, Ori's mom could have been hibernating and then like just got sort of rejuvenated by whatever gem it was. But Gummo went out of their way to help Ori's mom, which was awesome. I still have the neoprene banana cover. Wow, for my Nintendo 64 controller, Jody K. Holy man. I never had that. Sebastian's got to go. The Queen's New Year broadcast will start soon. Sebastian, Happy New Year to you. I hope you have a great New Year. Safe, happy, warm, with friends and family. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, the RAM upgrade. The little thing that you like, the little hatch that you would open up. That, by the way, I learned very quickly, you wanted to keep that uncovered and well ventilated, because that sucker heated up. Looking at screenshots of DK64, I don't remember playing it at all. I suspect you'd remember it if you tried it again. That game is real rough, I think. It's a great example of a game that is like way too big, like more than twice as big as it should be to provide a good like player experience. And then like, I'm just saying that with the fairy tale backdrop, and it's not a fairy tale, but this game is very highly stylized. It's very like natural beauty and natural I'm trying to think of like what the proper phrase would be. I'll think of it 15 minutes after we turn the stream off. It would have been sufficient to say, once upon a time there was a great tree, something bad happened, a bird was here and the bird was evil, it was an interloper into the lands, and they don't do that. Instead, they introduce the idea that, I'm so sorry that I don't remember any of the characters' names, but Senu the bird was hanging out, doing her own thing, like just taking care of her family, grabbing grubs, bringing them home for the chicks, and then something happened with the great tree and it just like killed 3 of her kids and left behind this one egg. And she did what I think any parent would do, which is just burn it down. I don't know how people, I don't think that I would survive the loss of one of our children. We don't have kids. Were I to have kids, something even to threaten them externally would provoke potentially a disproportionate response. To actually lose one, it is difficult to wrap my mind around it, and I choose not to try right now because it's simply too maudlin. But when we saw that, I was like, okay, I fully understand where this bird is coming from. This bird knows 2 things, well, like a handful of things. The great tree is dangerous. It took my kids from me, and Ori and the shine sprite that travels with Ori, Sign, are most likely like elements of the great tree. Like, it doesn't,
Senu doesn't appear to lash out at just anything that moves. There's monsters all over the place, but it's got an eye on Ori and very much wants Ori dead. And I feel concerned that I like ruined the mood of it when Ori went to fly towards the great tree and then Senu like snapped him out of the air. But every previous time that's happened, Ori was just dead, just vaporized, just smoke in the wind. Immediately, you're dead. And here, Senu caught him, flew him back onto the chamber that he'd been on, or the plane that he'd been on, and then just like strangled him, just like crushed his bones in her talons. Like, she really wanted to make sure absolutely that this thing is dead. And that's like, I wasn't necessarily laughing because it was funny, but just I was very surprised at the vehemence of that. And yeah, no, and then as I think it was Widom was saying, then there you get the moment between the two mothers that Ori's mom shows up and is just like this giant ominous bird with like bright blue glowing eyes is standing over Ori, and it's so menacing, and she doesn't care. She doesn't even regard Senu. She steps forward to take care of her kid. Like, I'm actually getting a little bit emotional about it, so I should probably move on, but this game communicates so much more wordlessly than Fist did in any of its scenes. I don't want to dump on Fist, but it was a really stupid story. It was entertaining for its silliness, but Ori says so much more while speaking so much less, and I think that really speaks well of its storyline. Jody K is also saying, I never remember it heating up, or I always left mine uncovered. I should pay extra attention the next time I'm in my game room. Yeah, after you've been using it for a little bit, just put your hand on it. It gets pretty warm. And I feel like I heard stories of people like getting it to overheat. I don't even know if you can put the cover back on when it's in there, but definitely don't do it. Kuro. Thank you, Fox McCloud. The bird is Kuro, not Senu. And then I have one other thing that I'd like to say about Ori and the experience of Ori. There may be people out there that sneer at this, and that's okay. Different people are challenged by different parts of games, and some people will breeze right through something that somebody else has a very difficult time with. That's part of playing games, and it's one of the reasons why I enjoy not only playing games, but also watching other people play games and see them just completely ace something that I found challenging, or persevere through something that I sort of got more naturally, but they sit down and they buckle down and they get it done themselves. And I think that that's really interesting to see the different experiences that people have. Ori is one of the hardest games that I feel like I've played in a very long time. It is significantly more difficult than Fist, even though Fist took me longer. And so like that final like platforming section there in Ori, that took me a lot less time than the final fights in Fist did, but this was much harder to me. This game is every enemy that comes by is capable and willing to strike Ori down. And at least for me, this is maybe just a testament to my eyesight or reflexes. I found it difficult to see or dodge incoming attacks against Ori. When I would take damage in Fist, I mean, sometimes I just didn't know how to get out of the way, but like I could see it coming and could at least make an attempt to get out of the way. I found the visual style of Ori, the attacks, the incoming attacks specifically, very difficult to track. So I would be like engaged with an enemy, I'd just be taking damage. And I'm not sure sometimes if it's like incoming fire, if it's like a pustule, if there's some environmental danger. It took me some time sometimes to figure out like what it is that's damaging me. This game was very challenging, and I enjoyed it a great deal. There is a very slight slipperiness to the controls that I would have maybe wanted to see tightened up. That feels different than some of the other side-scrolling and platforming games that I've played even recently, but that's more of an observation than it is a criticism, and on the whole, I really enjoyed this game. Why am I talking about the difficulty now? Like, I just shut my mouth and say, oh, I did it, I succeeded, I'm done. At the risk of like, oh man, this again, I just wanted to point out that I don't mind hard games. I don't mind being challenged. I don't mind dying and even replaying a section multiple times. Yeah, I would have voted to have maybe a checkpoint at the water section there during the final run, because I just wasn't sure what to do there, and it's tough to figure it out if you've got to do the whole first section done. But I wasn't mad about it, just like, oh man, it would have been nice to get a checkpoint there. I don't mind difficulty. What I mind is tedium. And that's the difference that I have between a game like this that I found legitimately pretty tough and a game like something from Software where it's also very hard, but that every death is punished by replaying a significant section of the game to get back there. I loved Ori. I felt very challenged by it. I enjoyed it a great deal, and it makes me look forward to playing the sequel, which is not going to happen, I don't think, soon, but we do have it, and I'd like to play that. By comparison, like, what I liked about Ori is, except for that, or like the chase sequences in general, because there's a couple of them, but like, except for those, if I had to run a significant distance to recoup lost progress, that's because I didn't put down the checkpoint. That's my negligence, or on occasion, my poor resource management of not having enough blue gems to do it. That's me. I did that. The game doesn't force you to replay long sections when you die. You just have to, and even the final chase there is not particularly long. It's like a minute to get back to where you were. By comparison, if I'm playing a game that's like, oh, you died, now you get to run for 5 to 7 minutes to try that again. That's what I don't like. And it's games like that that make me say, no, if you're going to be that disrespectful of my time and effort, I'm just not going to play that, and I'm going to go on to something else. So I feel like Ori is a great game to illustrate that, because honestly, I'm trying to think of the next most difficult game that I played, and it's not coming up blank. Like, this one was really hard. But hard in like a really fun and like rewarding way. Like, you feel good after you've done it, and feel like you have now better knowledge that when you came around to do that section again, you'd be able to do it in far fewer tries. In other words, there's hard because it's like, I don't know what to do, or my reflexes aren't up to it, or whatever. And then it's hard, like, no, it's just hard. And once you learn it, once you like develop that muscle memory, you're going to be 1,000 times better at it. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to keep Ori in heavy rotation until it's done, and actually finished it up a touch ahead of what I thought. I thought we were going to do like a finale stream for it tomorrow, and instead we'll do something else. Carolyn is saying you never shut up after finishing a game, Angel, and I love it. I appreciate that, Carolina, because, like, as I tend to say, this is the one time that we have to talk about Ori. Because, like, the next time Subnautica comes around, I can be like, oh yeah, remember that part with Kuro? No, this is it. So, I don't know if there's anything else except that there is theater. Oh, it's like the videos and stuff. Do you want to take a look at some of the side stuff? Like, what's early beginnings? If it's just concept art, I'm not so interested, but maybe promotional videos, we could take a look at that. Oh, hold on. Wait. I gotta turn the volume back up because I don't know if there's gonna be sound, but it looks like an early build of the game back when it was called Sane or Sane. So hold on just 1 second. All right, let's check some of this stuff out. As Carolina says, I love behind-the-scenes stuff, and I love the idea of getting to see some of Ori in an earlier vision. I wonder if this is what they put together to, like, find a publisher. Like, this was maybe their proof of concept for it. Oh, wow. It had like an Ocarina of Time style, like, musical thing at one point. They completely ditched that idea. It also looks like the art was maybe a little bit more Limbo inspired at first. Also, the perspective, like, the whole world is tilted a little bit. I'm not sure I've ever seen a game that looked like that. Like, it's like tilted away on the right. It's a really interesting... perspective. I don't know what else I'd call it. Oh god, the crushing blocks. Also, like, what they're showing off here seems a lot more like... I've never played Super Meat Boy, but Super Meat Boy with levels. Like, sort of maybe catered a little bit towards a speedrunning. Okay, maybe not this part, because here this person is using the block to get past this. But the movement seems quicker, just like the running and stuff. And also the character has like this, yeah, the rolling and the dashing is different from what made it into the final game. All right. I want to really see the enemy concepts, and then maybe the sequence concepts would be interesting to look at. Oh, and hello to Harmonious Crow. Yeah, I also agree that like that early beginnings looked to me to be heavily Limbo inspired in terms of like its visual presentation. Limbo is a black character with bright white eyes against a world that is almost entirely shown in silhouette. That was very similar, except it was a completely white silhouette. Oh yeah, Crow's played Limbo. I don't like that angled perspective when games have any sort of like 3D space to play in, says Jody K. Limbo is a beautiful game. That I played before we started streaming, but that was a really fun game. I think Mia played that. And Crow, just in case we, two things. A, I hope that you're feeling okay, or at least starting to move on to the mend, and I hope that you and your family have a wonderful new year as well. Let's check out enemy concepts too. Oh, hold on. There's the, like, if it's just going to be presented by crows, by blocks, yeah, that's one of those awful crows. Man, even at this stage, it was all about like really difficult platforming and stuff. Oh, and they had the ricochet thing, the slingshot ability. Yep, those are the frog guys. I think that even the blocks like would turn around. There was actually like a visual for them doing that. Oh, Ori used to have a shield too. Also, note that the 2D sprite Ori in these like enemy tests are like actually looks like Ori, not like a little white boy. Game development is so weird. Like, you work in a space like this for 3 years until you, like, then add graphics. Oh, they had Medusa head attacks from, like, Castlevania? The fact that, like, their little animatic cubes have, like, physics and, like, stretchiness to them is really interesting. I am 40% better, said Harmonious Crow, but very tired. Yeah, as we said, rest and relax, Crow. If we can, like, provide some, you know, a little bit of entertainment here, I'm just happy for it, and I'm glad that you're starting to feel better. Look down at the bottom right, subtitles and hints. Pardon me. Sorry, that came about very suddenly. What I was gonna ask is, were there, like, physics-based platforms in the game? Like seesaws and stuff? I don't remember there being any of those. Maybe there were. I'm trying to remember. Carolina says, the final product was a lot better than this. I'm honestly trying to remember if there were any, like, Oh, that's another thing. Like, the different forms of doors, I didn't feel like there was a very clear language for, this is a door that that Ori can stomp through, this is a door, like, okay, if you saw, like, a green smoky door, then you knew, oh, okay, in order to get past this, you need one of those green roly-poly enemies to go against it. Like, that's fine. But there'd be other doors or gates that I'm like, I earnestly don't know if I have what I need to open this yet. Yeah, even like the wall jump ability, it reminds me of what I've seen in Super Meat Boy, where he can, like, slide and jump his way up a particular wall, but almost everything in the environment is lethal, so it's all about, like, figuring out the optimal route and maybe getting the secrets if you want those. That's what the platforming felt like to me in Ori. I do wonder if the light there that I suspect is supposed to be sign, was that maybe in the game originally to sort of, like, point the way at what you what direction you might want to try to head into? Did they abandon this in favor of having the map, or was this just a placeholder and it was always going to be the map? Yeah, like what brought that to mind is, like, the Stomp Gate and the Spirit Flame Gate and the things that you need specific abilities in order to be able to proceed. As Patikin says, add some blood splatters. Says, oh, look at early Kuro back there. Oh, maybe this was originally a section where it's like, oh, if Kuro sees you, then he's going to come dash. Because every time the white block moves behind a piece of scenery, the Kuro in the background sort of like loses interest and looks away. Oh, is this... I think this is actually... What I was going to say is like the... that final sequence where you're like trying to get away. Like you can see a lot of the same game mechanics from the like escaping the fire temple. Oh, but they gave themselves a checkpoint. Maybe not. Maybe they just cut the footage. Yeah, look at this. This is a very early part of that final escape. That's so cool. Oh, and that's going to be Super Mario Brothers. I wonder what it's like again, to work on something that like looks like this for so long and to have like concept art up around the office of what it's going to be like someday, but then to like once you reach the part where all of it comes together. Oh, Crow is saying, as he was yelling, time for her afternoon snack. Yeah, so a lot of these segments look like things that didn't make it into the final game, like doing an escape run up a hill. We went up a tree, both at the end, but also for the water temple. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, Ori had a freeze ray at some point. That would have been interesting to drop the ice into the lava and freeze it into like walkways. Like Link to the Past had something similar to that. Oh, and Arkham City had something like that. Not lava into stone, but water into ice. I love that even the sun in the background isn't actually a circle. It's still like, it's running in their engine, so I assume they just sort of approximated a circle with a bunch of polygons and said, close enough. It's got a few corners on it. All right, I want to see the promotional videos as well, because I've never seen any of these stuff. Let's go to... I want to see what the original trailer was like. Like, I probably caught a glimpse of this way back. And I was like, wait, no, I want to actually play this. She's so happy to, like, have Ori. As Crow says, I cried my eyes out. It still makes my eyes tingle. Yeah, that thing between Ori and his mom is... It's very, very affecting. And then the thing from, like, just Ori's mom, like, going out to get the food for Ori and not taking any for herself. Just that tiny scene, yeah. So, I'm curious, like, what the launch event trailer is, but what's interesting about that 2014 trailer is that if that's all you had to go on, you wouldn't know that it's a Metroidvania, for example. You wouldn't know that it has combat. You wouldn't even necessarily know that it was all, like, side-scrolling and stuff. All right, let's take a look at this. Hopefully, I don't want to get into, like, super long videos, but I'm curious at some of these trailers.
Hi, it's Larry here of Xbox Live's Major Nelson here at Meltdown Comics on Sunset Boulevard in historic Hollywood, California. Why? Well, for the launch of Ori and the Blind Forest. Now, if you haven't seen Ori and the Blind Forest, this is an extraordinarily beautiful game. You are just gonna love the look. More importantly, there's a lot of fun in there to play. We got a chance to talk to our friends at Moon Studios. Now, for everyone else, this is a launch. For them, it's the culmination of 4 years of hard work. Let's take a look.
The super crazy excited about the event today. It's kind of surreal.
We can't believe it's finally out there and people are going to play it. We just want to see how people like our game, and it's just a crazy thing that, you know, after 4 years, it's like one idea that we had in, you know, small basement in our homes, it just comes to fruition and becomes this event with all of these people like playing the game and being true fans and being touched and moved by the game.
Like, I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment and then just wanted to create our own studio where we could make our own games, right? So we just dabbled around with prototypes, and it was just this platforming test. And at that point, you know, games like Super Meat Boy came out, and for the first time, there was something where platforming was really pushed to a new level. Kind of like gave us that inspiration of, hey, we could probably really push it even further than that. And yeah, it was just a crude demo in itself, like if you look at the visuals and so on, but that didn't matter, right? Because the actual gameplay, like the feels of the control and so on, the pixel precision was already there, and that's a really good place to start from.
Another interesting thing about it, I'm just having flashbacks now as you asking these questions, like to our first vertical slice pitch to Microsoft, like to make this game. And one thing I remember is like always had this special, beautiful atmosphere to it. And I think the big part of that was music. Because Gareth Coker was with us from the very start, and even that first prototype had that music touch to it. That just, you know, it was way simpler than it is right now. But when you played it, you felt something.
Hello to Def Dopey. Yeah, it's a great game.
With like making little films, like little movies with our animators, right? And one of the little movies that we had, just as a concept, was Ori kind of like kicking himself from enemy to enemy and bashing across the room, right? And then it's really about, well, how do you take that kind of gameplay and plant it into the game?
Not only that the actual character has the abilities, but the environment has its own abilities. So we try to design a game where you don't have a lot of repetition, so every section, every new environment has a different look, different sound to it, different feel to it, but also there's a unique abilities in every single environment that work with your character to create this really unique experience and feel to every section of the game.
We were definitely inspired by things like Miyazaki, by many, you know, films that we kind of grew up with, like Princess Mononoke and so on. Like that's just inspirations for us. I think that's true for every artist, right? Like you always kind of like draw from a certain source.
It's amazing what our artists were able to accomplish over the years. Like if you were to send us a screenshot from 2 years ago to our past selves, we look at that screenshot and be like, no way, the game is not going to look that good. I mean, we were just like trying together, and it just eventually, all the back and forth between the artists and the technology that we developed just grew into this something unique, taking all these inspirations, giving it to our artists, and they just had a ball with it. They knocked it out of the park completely. It's an amazingly beautiful looking game.
There you have it, Ori and the Blind Forest launch event. What an amazing evening for a very special game. I urge you to check it out. I'm Larry Herb, Xbox Live's Major Nelson, down here in Hollywood, California. Thanks for watching.
I'm glad that we watched that, because that's another thing that I hadn't thought to put into words. The fact that the different levels in Ori are not only visually themed differently, but that they really embrace different gameplay mechanics. There's the one section where you're walking around on the walls and the ceiling, and you're interacting with gravity. That happens in that section and no other section. I'm trying to think of other examples of. Because that was a theme that was repeated, where you would go into an area and you would be introduced to a brand new gameplay mechanic. I guess it's doesn't have as far-reaching constant. You know, what I'm trying to say is that last section that we did tonight with the fire temple, where you went all the way up to the top, and then you started working your way down, going left and right and left and right, going to these side areas. That structure is not something that had happened in any previous part of the game. There was a part of the game where you had all the teleportation gates, and you were working out okay, if I push something through here or redirect a shot through here, it's going to come out of this gate, and then I got to get up to it and redirect it again. Again, that's something that happened in that section and then never again, which, like that developer just said, helped keep the experience feeling really fresh, that you weren't just doing the same thing for 10 hours at a time, you were doing something for 90 minutes, 2 hours, and then it would be on to something else, where Ori has a similar set of abilities, maybe +1 from where it was earlier, but the world itself is asking you to engage with it differently, and that was really well done. Yeah, Def Dopey, yes, just finished the game earlier tonight. If you if you're in the mood to see somebody die over and over and over again, we'll have the collection up in its entirety just after this. But yeah, just finished the game. What was your take on the ending? I love the boss fight sequence so much. So in terms of like the running away, I hit one part where I just was earnestly completely befuddled on what to do. It was the very last section of like getting away and getting up by like using the embers, but I really enjoyed the story. I'm concerned, Deftopy, that if you're a fan of the game, you'll be like, oh my god, this guy sucks. It's really bad at it. But I had a great time playing it and really enjoyed the storyline and of course the visual design and the artistry to it. I haven't played Super Meat Boy. It's really interesting to me that that was the game that they compared as like a major source of inspiration, given the fact that I haven't played it, but I was like, this feels like Super Meat Boy looks to me. Oh, but yeah, Deftopy, that's why we're taking a look at some of the some of the promotional videos and stuff since we've finished up. That section there where Ori was like walking past like all the memories of like being with his mom, that hit really hard at the time as well. I was really like, what have I signed up for during that first episode? Deftopy's asking if I'm going to play Ori and the Will-O'-the-Wisp. Yes, we actually have it. It's not going to be next. I usually do spread out like games a little bit so that I don't get burned out on them, and I like to provide some differentiation for like the viewers as well. But yeah, no, I had a great time with this. I do have a question, like without spoiling anything. Is Will-O'-the-Wisps this difficult as well? Is it this like merciless in terms of the difficulty? I just like to sort of like brace myself for what that's going to be like. Also, Patina was saying you sucking makes for longer Angel streams. Like I always say, as long as it's fun to watch, because I have a great time playing it for sure. Deftopy saying difficult, kind of subjective. Yeah, I imagine. I found Ori to be a pretty challenging game, but that's about it. Oh, leaderboards. Yeah, by all means. Wait, am I on here? Yeah, I am. Hold on. I was number 529,901. There we go. My all-time rating for completing Ori. Now, by the way, what gets you? Is it doing it faster or having a higher completion rate or both? I don't care about difficulty. I want to go to filter. Hold on. Okay, so the number one Ori player in the whole world for Explorer difficulty level, 100% completion in 0 minutes and 0 deaths. Wow! Volpe, that is extremely impressive. And look at that. 4 squares also completed the game in 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Wow. I am really astounded. Oh, hold on. Here's the first person who beat it in 1 second. Kaijo. Huh. We gotta get like our own King of Kong documentary going on, where we have a contest between all of the people who were able to get 100% completion in Ori in 0 minutes and 0 seconds, and they all have a throwdown to see who can beat it the most times consecutively in 0 minutes and 0 seconds. I think that it would be really impressive to see gamers of this skill get together. Can I go to like normal difficulty? Oh, this is global. Okay, so global. Oh man, Sukiakari, what are you doing, buddy? 0 minutes and 0 seconds, but you only got 55% completion? Why are you number 1 in the world? I don't know. I feel like that's pretty sus. I feel like at Matrix, Tsukikari should have an asterisk. I think that the number 1 best player is obviously at Merrick's, because they got almost twice the completion rating in the same amount of time. That's hard. Oh, and look on hard difficulty, Sanguine Nocturne, but only 99%. Why does Sanguine Nocturne get it above Love 1984 when Love 1984 was able to pull out the 100% completion? Absolutely ridiculous. Now, Harmonious Crow, that is a scurrilous accusation. Not possible cheaters. How dare you besmirch the honor of the Ori speedrunning community to claim that they cannot complete 100% of the game in 0 minutes and 0 seconds. That is a scandalous accusation, madam. Besmirch, indeed. Okay, that's enough of the leaderboards. What do we think? So, just out of curiosity, what do we think? Hold on. What do we think is the most likely first? Can I scroll down at all? How do you go down a page? Can you? I'd love to know, like, what do we think is the most, like, likely legitimate first one? And yet I can't... That's me, globally. It's, yeah, you can't scroll up and down. As far as I can tell. The triggers change things, like they change... Oh, hold on, the speed... it has it... Guys, it has its own speedrunner leaderboard. I apologize. At Matrix is, in fact, the number 1 best speedrunner of Ori with their amazing completion time. But... By the way, what's the difference between Leaderboard Explorer and Leaderboard Global? I mean, aside from, like, who's at the top. Yeah, what I'd want to do is, like, scroll down to see, like, what's the first score that we think might be legitimate? You know, a completion of 0% in 2 minutes 39 seconds for MZC 6838. Yeah, well done. Okay, but I can't seem to scroll on this, so whatever. That's it. That is our look at Def Dopey saying filtered by friends. Oh, 1 life. Yeah, but all joking aside, like, so just a quick question. Extra filter. I'll do it in just a second. If you're the developer of the game and you look at your leaderboards and they look like this, why don't you purge out all of the obvious cheaters? It's just sort of like a question. I'm not mad about it because I don't care, but why would you not just delete these and maybe, like, I don't know, find out how they're doing it and try to patch that out? Maybe it's just not worth your time. So, oh, it must be speed only. Because, yeah, Patikin got 100%, but did it slower. I guarantee you I would not get to 100% in an hour 30 or whatever that is. So I'm gonna disagree with it that Patikin is at a lower rank than I am. Someone named Destructor. Not all of these are going to be like my friends, by the way. Someone named Destructor has the highest ranking for me. Did it in about 9 hours. And then Spin Krar 007. No familiarity with this person. 86% done, but in, wow, 6 minutes. So it's not just time, because look, Spinquar has lower time than Destructor. It must be a balance between the two somehow. I have the lowest completion perspective. Patikin, why? Is it deaths? Maybe deaths qualify. Maybe that's it. Yeah, because look, the deaths go from top to bottom. Maybe it's completing it in the lowest amount of deaths. Carolyn is saying at least those numbers look believable. Yeah, they do. I died more because I did play longer and 100%. Oh yeah, no, for Patikin, I wouldn't be surprised at all if in going for 100% I did way more than another 60, 70 deaths. Yeah, okay, so 7 to 9 hours looks like how most quick people would do it, and I did a smaller percentage in more time than Destructor or Squinquar, so Drienne is worse, so you're not the worst. In terms of deaths, well, Drienne also actually had a similar completion rating. But yeah, no, I think that Ori is a tough game, and I would not be surprised at anybody's finishing thing. But so on our way out, that actually brings me to, there's going to be one more name on the friend list leaderboards there pretty soon, and that's going to be More Than a Mia, because one of the things that brought this to the forefront of, that's it, I gotta play Ori, is Mia has announced that this will be coming up very shortly. I think it will be her next Wildcard Wednesday game after she finishes the current one. So when I heard her say that, I was like, I've always wanted to play Ori. If I'm going to be able to hang out and watch Mia's stream, I want to play it right now. So I let her know, hey, I'm going to be playing some Ori, and we will get to watch this game through again in the very near future when Mia picks up her own Xbox 360 controller or Xbox controller and does her own run through it. So now I'll be able to watch it from start to finish. Harmonious Crow says, App kept yelling, this is not a chill game. I like leaderboards, and I want to see my friends' stats. Yeah, I am glad that we took a look at that, because it sort of brought to light that it seems to count deaths. It puts a lot of weight on those. His son-in-law bought it for him and kept telling him, it's such a chill game, you'll love it. Oh yeah, when the lava is chasing you down and the embers are falling and everything's exploding, you can really, really stop to take in the sights. I wonder if you can opt out of getting on those lists. I don't know. I don't know if you can or not. His nemesis was the boulder. Like the boulder that you had to like toss up. He died so many times to the boulder. I don't remember the boulder. I probably remembered it at the time. It probably killed me a bunch, but I don't remember it right at this exact moment. Carolyn says that my nemesis would be everything. Yeah, no, so yeah, this came up because I wanted to be able to watch Mia's playthrough, and that will be coming up very shortly. What a great capstone to 2022. I've said on multiple occasions how much I enjoyed this game, but it's something that I feel the need to underscore just because I died so many times, and there were times that I expressed like frustration, but always at my own like I'd go through a segment and just get it, and then I'd go to redo it and fail. It's like, why did I get it the first time? Why did I get some of these things the very first time I did it and then just died? Do you guys remember? It was the last episode. There was this one section where I was doing some very precise like leaf platforming, like using the leaf to like get a little bit of boost, and I could thread this very narrow section to pick up the pickup, and then died like 7 times to like this big open section that was just after. I kept running into the wall. Why? I don't know. I did it multiple times. So Mia will sure have a chill time on Ori. Same with App. She will love it, Patikan. Yeah, very much looking forward to her stream as well. And that's going to do it. We're going to go find somebody fun to raid. Thank you guys so much for joining us, not only this evening, but all throughout 2022. The final thing that I want to say to everybody is something that I didn't mention very much after the time that it happened, but if you are watching this to say, I wonder how Angel rang out 2022, I wanted to very quickly on the way out just once again revisit the 2022 Extra Life Marathon, where myself, Samalander, Mia, Drienne, Chivalry, Kokodama, Patikan, and I'm trying to remember, I'm so sorry if I'm forgetting somebody right at the moment that was on our particular stream team. I feel like I'm missing one person. Sorry, BTR was in there as well. We raised what I consider to be a very sizable amount of money that all went to the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. And I wanted to close out 2022 by saying one more time, thank you guys so much for your support during that stream, hanging out for the full 25 hours, for the donations that you made, for the friends that you told about it, for the money that you helped raise for that charity. I've said it before,
The whole reason that I started streaming was because I hoped to someday be able to participate in a charity marathon like that to raise money for a cause like it. And that only happened because you guys hung out, you joined the stream, you set aside some funds that could be put towards that. And whether or not it was, like what I'm saying is that, like, all of the donations went towards that, no matter the size, no matter the frequency, no matter if you could only donate to one of us or you found a way to be able to donate to each of the people. It was so appreciated. And that's the last idea that I want to leave you with at the end of 2022, that for all of the games that we play, the stories that we engage with, and the friends that we make in stream, for all of the brightness and the hardships that we encounter in our own lives that we will occasionally confide in one another, at one point during the year, we got a chance to come together to really do something special for strangers that we may never meet, but who will benefit from your generosity. So thank you so much. And I hope that all of you have a wonderful new year and a very bright start to 2023. Thank you very much.